Every teacher hopes they'll make a difference in a student's life. Sometimes that difference starts with noticing when a student is hurting.
That's what happened to a 2025 Whitmer High School graduate who says a teacher's simple act of kindness helped her through the darkest time of her life. Steve Iwanek shows us how one conversation in a hallway turned into a lasting friendship.
In high school hallways, things can get pretty loud. Yet sometimes those who need to be heard go quiet.
And I saw her, like she said, had her hood up, AirPods in, and I could see her face was just distraught. You could see she had been crying.
Andre Cowell had never met the girl walking past his classroom, but after 25 years as a Toledo police detective, he had learned to recognize when someone was hurting.
And I said, "What boy's got you crying?" And she kind of looked, and I said, "Who's making you sad?" And she just started bawling.
I just broke down because he had no idea that he had passed months prior.
June of 2022. Right before Alivia Garcia's sophomore year, her boyfriend, Landon Frank, died from alcohol poisoning, the person she still wears around her neck to this day.
Going to always having him every single day, talking, calling, just being around each other and just having his presence to just one day that's gone, that was something that was very, very hard for me to deal with.
She says getting through school felt like climbing a mountain.
I just had my hood up, headphones in, didn't really want to talk to anyone or just not interact, really.
But it was a former cop that came to her rescue, not fixing her grief, but giving her a promise.
I said, "Hey, if you ever need to talk, my room is always open." And it just built a bond with her through that and watched her flourish.
He never even had Alivia in class, yet this student became one he'd never forget.
She tells me that if it wasn't for you, she wouldn't have made it out of high school. How does that make you feel?
It's overwhelming.
He still never looks at me with pity, he looks at me with pride, and I think that shows a lot.
To this day, the two still check on each other, an occasional text and hug, and a promise that the two kept together. Proof that the most important lesson isn't always taught in a classroom or found in a textbook. It's learning that even on life's hardest days, someone is still willing to walk beside you.
I'm very grateful that he kind of placed his bets on me because that was something that I needed, and I needed to be encouraged.
Now, Olivia tells me that support didn't stop in the hallway. During her senior year, Cal made her a bet. If she finished her final semester with all A's, he'd give her $100, and she did so, graduating with a 4.0 GPA. And a few weeks later, a card arrived in the mail with $100 he promised and a note telling her just how proud he was of her. In the newsroom, Steve Iwanek, WTOL 11.